Hello, this is Avery. It is October 31st, 2019. This is a video to review the couple trades that I've had this week. The first one was on the 28th with ISEE. I just cut off the chart here just to show what I was looking at that day. So overall, a downtrending chart, and there's a couple, only not too many, but on this day right here, gapped up, had a big spike. So there's a big top wick, another fairly percentage-wise, this was okay, like a 30 or 20% move. Anyway, top wick, like as you can see, there's even a bunch of little top wicks, so it doesn't really hold its gains. So that kind of gave me some conviction to go after it day one. And yeah, and then Alex was also talking about it, so that kind of just confirmed my bias already on it. So now just to go to the intraday chart is here. So I had some lines drawn out pre-market, and then looking back at it, it would have been nice to enter in the first couple minutes here, playing off of this high at around $2. It did not, and then once it kind of broke down, or not, didn't have a breakdown, except it started trending downwards, so that kind of confirmed my bias. It was under VWAP, so then I entered at 182, and then 4 minutes later I took it off at 168. This week I'm doing some paper trading to practice scaling. I'm also just doing some really small positions because I find if I'm just paper trading, there's no emotion, and then as soon as I take a real trade, then I get really nervous, so I'm just trying to play with some real money too. So overall, if I would have held another couple minutes, I would have been able to squeak out like another 10 or 15 cents, but that worked. This worked out to be a 7.5% gain before commissions, and then after commissions and locate fees and stuff, it was about a 5.5% gain, so that was quite nice. And then next one was NAVB. This one wasn't the best. Just because, so again, big down trending chart, lots of bag holders. And then this was on the 29th, I believe. Oh. This was on the 29th. So again, gap up. And then there's some resistance around here. So then just to go back to the intraday chart, here is it. I played this one, I guess it kind of depends. I didn't lose on it. So again, playing with super small size, and I was playing off of this line, like just these three lines here based off of a line chart and some pre-market stuff. So I ended up entering at 126, and the problem that I had was looking back at it now, like I was watching the tape, and again, I'm not a very experienced trader, so I don't have a ton of experience reading the tape, but what happened, there was just like a bunch of selling going on the offer, and a shit ton of red prints went through, and it didn't really drop. So then that kind of got me scared out a little bit, so I took my position off a minute later for 1 cent gain. And looking back at it now, like actually Bao was just talking about it the other day, I think, about how like if you're not really that experienced with tape reading, then it's just kind of try to read Chinese basically, and then you don't really know what you're looking at. So that was the unfortunate thing, and then it ended up going, I would have been able to squeak like a roughly 10 cent gain out of it, which wouldn't have been the best, but anyway, so that was like kind of a shitty trade. And then today, which I was actually really pumped about, is I played AGRX. So again, lots of, just a shit ton of bag holders. Like these gaps are absurd. Like tons of bag holders. And then had some more, just big gapping stock. Excuse me. Anyway, so today when I had this big gap up, I was looking to short, and I'll bring it up on Trade Zero here. Didn't touch a pre-market. Looking back, there would have been some nice lower highs to short, but I was waiting for some confirmation. And then I was looking at the 135, 140 death line after even just around here at about 8 a.m. Eastern. And then when Alex mentioned it in his watch list, it just confirmed my bias. So when I had this kind of crack at the open, and then it stuffed here at 154, I believe it was, then it was kind of looking like I was rolling over. My entry was not very good in my opinion. I could have been entering. I entered it near the bottom of the candle, which sucked. So I should have been better with my entry. I should have just put some orders out for like 149, 150. Anyway, so I held through that, and then so my entry was 146. Yeah, just checked. It was 146. And then, so I held through this. I almost got scared out here, but again, my risk was high of day, 154. And then when it broke down, I just took my profits right here at 130. So that worked out to be a really nice, quite nice gain, 16 cents, which worked out to be 10.95%. And then after commissions, it was, I think, about 9%. So nice gain again. If I would have held it longer, it would have been super nice, but you never know. I could have easily ripped back. Still like really green on the day. So those are my couple trades this week. Looking back, like it could be better at shorting. This ended up working out really nicely, but I should have been having some orders set around the 150 level. And yeah, so those are my trades for the week. Thanks.